welcome to your favorite saxophone channel. It's Saturday Saxophone Tutorials again. Last week we were here and we had a lesson on having fun with the saxophone chromatic scale. We had a lesson on having fun with saxophone chromatic scale. And this week we are here with another special topic for you. This week we'll be looking on saxophone grace note technique. That's what we'll be looking on this week, saxophone grace note technique. As a matter of fact, to play smooth saxophone, you can't do without the grace note. Or to play a jazzy saxophone, you can't do without grace note. So for this week, we'll be looking on that. Okay, let's go into the business of the day. Okay, now for grace note, you need to have two things in mind. The first one is auxiliary note, while the second one is the intending note. Auxiliary note and the intending note. Now, what is auxiliary note and what is an intending note? Okay, there's what we call chromatic scale. Yeah, like I said, if you missed that class, please check the playlist, Saturday Saxophone Tutorials. We have having fun with saxophone chromatic scale there. You watch the video there. Now you can't play a grace note without chromatic scale. It is not possible. For grace note, we move in half step, just like we know chromatic scale moves in half step. So for grace note, we move in half step. Like I said, auxiliary note and intended note. Perhaps you want to go to a G. We'll be playing on the key of G, auto G, in this particular lesson. You want to go to the key of G. Your auxiliary note is half step before the G. Half step before the G. So what we'll now be looking at is what is the half step before the G. Now the half step before the G is your F sharp. F sharp. However, you are going to G, but you have to hit that F sharp before you go to G. You know, you have to hit the F sharp with tonguing. You have to tongue it. You have to be very fast as you can, very swift as you can. Such like. Now, the intending note is just. But to grace it, I go half step below. It's not big. You know, but to grace it, you now have something like. So that's grace note. Okay, so following that principle of half step, let's just play grace note for the entire scale of G. So grace note for the entire scale of G, you have it this way, like. You see how it sounds? So that's grace note. Like I said, you need to know your chromatic scale. Very, very important. If not, you might not be able to play grace notes effectively. Okay, let's try inculcating grace note into a song. Before I do that, I need to let us know this. Please, that it's a grace note doesn't mean in the entire song you just begin to play grace note everywhere, on every phrase grace note. No, you have to put it in some of the places you know that yes, grace note should go for. You understand? Don't just play grace note from the beginning of a song to the end. Okay, let's take a song for like great are you, Lord, greatly to be praised, greatly to be praised. Father, you reign, great are you, Lord, greatly to be praised, greatly to be praised. Father, you reign. I think that's a familiar song that we all know. Now let's play it and grace it and see how it goes. Like I said, you don't grace from the beginning to the end. Just put your grace note in some strategic places in the song, you know, just to have that grace feel. You see how that sound? It wasn't a straight song. in between the song, some places the grace note was just there. Okay, I think this brings us to the end of the class of today. I want to say, if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Just subscribe. It's every Saturday saxophone tutorials with us in this channel. And I want to say we have a WhatsApp group. You can, click on the description box below. We have our WhatsApp link there. You can just join us and follow us and see what we're doing in our saxophone community in our WhatsApp group. All right, at this point, I want to say thank you for watching this far. God bless you. See you next week, Saturday.